Don't be paying these collectors. Jerome, don't be paying these collectors. Don't be paying these collectors. This is a must watch. You got to know why you may not want to be paying these collection agencies who be putting this negative, nasty, erroneous, unverified stuff on your reports. Yes, we're live. We're getting it right now. Okay? It's Saturday. It is time for the live. We're live. Hey, I always like to put my email address in here before we get started. Put my email address in here just in case if you have any questions on the live. You can always ask me on the live. You can always ask me on the emails. I love to be of service here to get you to the other side, okay? Got Tori saying good morning. Good morning. White Lamborghini says, wow, I made it again. I'm glad you did, Mr. Guinea. I'm glad you did. It's always good to see White Lamborghini has been a member of the tribe, has been on live streams many a weekend. On the weekend, spending time on the weekend. You know, individuals like yourselves who are spending time on the weekend, working on your credit, building your credit, building your financial success, your wealth, your long-term wealth is going to help you, your family. It's going to help individuals that you probably didn't even meet. This is a systemic, synergetic process that you're going through. So you're spending your weekend, you're spending a Saturday to do this. Good on you. Other individuals may not do it. They might want to be chilling, right? Hey, getting up early, going through the emails. It is a blessing. So please email me. I'm going to put my email address here. You can email me if you have questions because we're going to get to talking. We'll get to going why you may not want to be paying these negative, nasty, erroneous creditors, all right? And what you can do about it. Okay, we're going to get into it. All right, Sasha says hi. Cynthia says hello. Good to see you. All right. Look at that. Lachey Home Investors, LLC. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Used your letters and got bankruptcy removed off the report. The bankruptcy was only 2 years old, under 2 years old, I guess, right? Is that what you're saying? I used your letters and got bankruptcy off my reports. Thank you. Congratulations. Bankruptcy. We're talking about bankruptcy. Removing bankruptcies. Removing bankruptcies. This is why I'm saying don't be paying these collectors, okay? So take a look. Check a look, okay? I went through. I said, happy Saturday. Hello. Good to see you. The tribe. Jerome. I'm going to say, sub Jerome. Hello. How are you? Will we ever do a full course on business credit? I think we will. I saw you in Cornita's video. Just curious if you've ever thought about doing in-depth about that. Yes. And in fact, what I can do is I can do more business credit live stream videos for here people as well. Do some more video. What we're doing is because we have ALG business credit. And we've been building that out. There have been a lot of individuals who have needed help with their personal credit, and we've really focused on that and building that out and making sure that we're solid there. But we've always had business credit ability to help people go through our business credit building process, the net 30s, and get up to the unsecured cash cards, and also the business funding. Okay, we've been doing both. We've just been a bit more focused on the credit repair side of things. But yes, so I'll do a more in-depth, I've been very focused on, I get all these emails and comments and videos and whatnot. So I've been very busy there. But when it comes to these collectors, I've gotten emails of individuals, just this morning, in fact, when I was going through the emails, individuals saying, hey, I was trying to do this pay for deletion. I paid these collectors. I didn't know. They didn't take it off. They didn't get something in writing for the deletion, for the pay for deletion. They paid it, but it's still negative on their reports. All it says is it's paid. So even paying a collector isn't necessarily going to help your score. Now, sometimes a mortgage company or a lender, mortgage lender, something like this, will say, look, you pay these collections, they're closed out or whatever. We can still fund you. We can still lend to you, but you're still going to have a less than optimal credit score. So their rate is still going to be higher, right? Instead of maybe getting 3%, 4%, 5%, now they're charging 8, 9, 10, right? Now they're trying to creep up on you. So they'll say, oh yeah, go ahead and pay, they'll close them out. We're not worried because you're going to be paying them. You're not going to be paying them, and they're not going to come after you. And we can charge you greater interest rate, right? So these are some reasons why you may not want to be paying these collections. What you may want to be doing is getting these negative, nasty, erroneous, unverified collections off your reports. So when you've got unverified collections, bringing your score down, and you look at your reports and you see these unverified items, inaccuracies, you can dispute with the 609 dispute letters. Now, when you dispute with the 609 dispute letters to the bureaus, they have to be able to substantiate. The bureaus have to be able to provide information that they've gotten from these collectors to be able to substantiate this, right? Can they prove? Do they have a signed document between you and this collection agency, or the original creditor saying the collection agency is able to collect and they're able to put this stuff on your credit reports? Do they have photos? Do they have video? Do they have audio recording? Do they have anything to substantiate it other than this collection agency simply saying, yeah, we have an agreement with them and we're going to put this on there? Is there anything? My personal story with a collector trying to come after me, trying to get me to collect, trying to get me to pay. I sent letters. And in fact, the letters that I had back in the day, right, were a little bit more rudimentary, right? They're a little bit more, learning the process. But I remember all the things that were asked for, how they stored their documentation, how they came to this conclusion. They couldn't provide any of it. This stuff was deleted from my reports. They left me alone. So they're hoping you don't know your rights. They're hoping you pay. They're hoping you. I've even had individuals in the industry on the other side. One gentleman sent me an email about these collection practices, and he said, "You're absolutely right." And he actually was leaving the collection business. He didn't want to do it anymore. I think he was trying to sell his business. Because being on this side, the credit repair side, helping people get out of the jam, helping people get out of their credit, nasty, negative, unverified items, getting to the other side and not having to pay these negative, nasty, erroneous items, right? Makes me feel a lot better. I sleep very good at night knowing that I'm helping you and everyone out there. And if you're watching this video now, please hit the subscribe button and bell for notifications so I can help you get to the other side. So this is why you may not want to be paying these collectors, because they saying all these things, trying to get this money out of you, and then they leave you there. They don't help you with your. I was surprised to see negative, nasty, erroneous items on my credit reports. That sometimes I even had some things that are outside the statutes of limitation. I've seen people with stuff that's outside the statutes of limitation. Collectors just leaving it on there 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. It's ridiculous because they don't care. They're just trying to make a buck and move on. We're trying to help you change your life. We're trying to help you get to the other side. We want to provide this value to you. Dispute these collectors with validation letters that ask them and demand of them to know how they got this portfolio, how they surmise you owe what they owe, you owe to them, their licenses, their ability to collect in your state. 100% validation, 100% verification, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act. See, they don't want you to know this stuff, right? So people are talking about here, okay? Maybe you're coming in after and you want to rewatch the live stream, but people are talking about bankruptcies coming up, bankruptcies not being able to be 100% verified because they're supposed to go to the original furnisher of that information to be able to put that on your reports. And of course, the courthouses oftentimes will say, we don't communicate with bureaus like that. We're not giving out full social security numbers. That was not, something we're really allowed to do under privacy law. We're not just able to give out people's personal information. Now they might say, oh, well, it's a public record and people can take a look around and they might use LexisNexis, they might use it, but they're supposed to go to the original furnisher of that information, all right? Hey, Brennan, I've used your system and it works with deleting and improving my credit by 200 points. Impossible Monique, great to see you. Great to see you. Yeah, I got that right. Impossible Monique. I was looking there. I was like, maybe I got that wrong, but no, it worked. So your system worked. It's deleted negative, nasty, erroneous items, improved the credit score 200 points. Now, her question is, can I reopen a new credit card with those creditors again? Or will they have a file on me for not repaying and disputing? Okay. Typically, you're good to go. Okay. I've personally seen it for people. I've seen it for myself. I've seen it for my partners, my business partners. Yes. Typically you're good. Now, you're saying, Brandon, What about Amex? Okay, occasionally Amex might do that. Might. The secret to this, you good? You ready? Get tight, Jerome. Get tight. Get tight, Jerome. Get in. Push it. Get tight. That's all you got, brother? Okay. Get. Okay. The trick, the secret with the Amex is you can get authorized user Amex. Friend, family, or purchase. Authorized user Amex. You usually can get back on the Amex. Give it a few months. You're back in the Amex family, and you usually can reopen. 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, you usually can reopen with that credit card company. Now, why would that happen? Oftentimes, they charge it off, right? Typically. And when it's charged off, the collection not only goes to a third party, typically, but they write it off, loss, off on the taxes, maybe claim an insurance claim, get the money back. They're not really losing out. So they need to get it off of their balance sheet anyway. They need to clean up their stuff. Now, I can't say for every bank and every credit card practice, it's obvious. There are probably some out there that don't. But once your score is good and it's solid, they want to lend again. They want to make money again. Imagine if you had your own credit card company and you could lend to people and then write off the charge-offs, claim insurance claims, sell it to collectors, and charge interest rates on everybody else at 20, 30%, or, 20, 18, 16, 20 some percent. I'd have to double check with these cards, these different cards. Making all this money, lending money. Yeah, you're not losing out. In fact, you oftentimes, these are publicly traded companies. You can actually just look at their stocks over the last 5 years. You click the 5-year thing, it goes up green. It's not like they're coming down. If you're looking at, cards and banks and things like this, right? So they're in the business of making money. So they want to get back into it. So imagine you can make all that money on your charge off. And then once you're good again, do the whole cycle again and get a new customer. Of course. Because if they did that, you know how many millions and millions of people they would no longer be working with anymore, right? All the people out there who have had negative, nasty, erroneous, unverified items that were on their reports that might have had negative, nasty charge-offs for all sorts of different reasons outside of your, situation. There's all sorts of reasons why people have these issues. I mean, for me, I had a lot of medical issues. 2 knee surgeries, a hip surgery as a young man in my 20s. I mean, that can be just devastating. Some people have health issues. Some people have had employment issues. Some people have natural disaster issues, right? Some people have been going through a worldwide, unprecedented situation. There's so many things outside of our control. So, yeah, oftentimes they will do business with you again. And believe me, I have seen it for myself. I have done it. That's what I want, a Jerome card. Thanks, guys, for letting me know that you've done it. Yeah. It is amazing news. It is good to know that they will do business with you again. And yeah, who knows? Maybe one day have a credit card. All right. What about an AT&T collection? Kayleen Braun wants a shout out. Kayleen, good to see you. I hope I pronounced your name right. I apologize. It's also these names are small. Jerome, can we work on the live chat? Sure. Okay. Smaller names. I apologize. So let's talk about AT&T collection. So this is cool because I actually was just looking at this again yesterday. I'm going to bring this up for everybody. I'm going to send this in the chat. And this is why I like these live streams. Please jump on thesubscribetribe.com for the dates and times when I go live. I send out email notifications here. It's very helpful because I can dialogue with you right back and forth, and I can put, boom, NCTUE in the chat for everybody, and everybody knows. People have been here before. They know, right? But this individual, newer, it's great. We're going to help with the tribe and wants to know about NCTUE. National Consumer Telecommunications and Utilities Exchange is an FCRA compliant consumer credit reporting agency. Its members are telecom and utility companies that contribute their customer account information to central database. Now I'm going to read that again because it's slick. They like to just, put it out there. But the members, which are telecommunication companies, utility companies, people that get your information. What a business model, right? Its members are telecom and utility companies that you have to use, right? You've got to, eventually set up. Most people need power, right? You need electricity. You probably want some hot water. You probably need water, right? Things you've got to use, okay? Now, some of the elective things you probably want as well, and actually do need now. Cell phones are a little bit more of a need these days. Cell phone companies, something like cable, some people might say, oh, I don't really need cable, the streaming or whatnot. Sure, absolutely. But oftentimes those cable packages get packaged into internet, right? And internet really is a lifeline these days. So things you've got to use, these companies contribute their customer account information, your information, they contribute it into the central database. And oftentimes the terms of agreement of what you are signing up for, right? They want to be able to sell your information. Now, it is FCRA compliant. FCRA compliant. So although they might be able to put stuff in there to exchange, this allows their members to access customer payment history to better manage their credit portfolios and make well-informed risk decisions. Now, just because they're potentially able to do that, which they'd have to prove, right? They'd have to be able to have that signed documentation say that you're allowed to a third party to have that information and be able to prove it and show it. But they have to consistently be able to do that. They can't have it once, put it up there, and then say, oh, well, we lost it, right? This is the issue. They don't play by the rules. So you send your 609 dispute letters to NCTUE to dispute this AT&T bill. This AT&T collection, you get it out of there, and the 3 bureaus also follow, right? You can dispute with the 3 bureaus. Now, I'm getting some questions here. I'm going to put my email address here as well. It's always fun to come on the weekends and do this. Again, theawesomelifegroup.com. We've got people standing by right now for the VIPs. That's right, on Saturday. We have people coverage waiting on the phones to get you all signed up and ready to go. Now, the reason why we do this is because oftentimes people are working it during the week, right? We want to make sure we're available to you. We've got in the system, when you sign up with us, we've got a portal where you can send your messages, right? 24/7, you can send messages, right? Now, we'll get back to you during the business days. Yes, of course. But you have access to send things in when you need to on your time, right? So you don't necessarily have to just call and, try and connect with us now. The Awesome Life Group, yeah, you could call, you can help get this, that, third, we're there for you. Or you can do this with the do-it-yourself side, 609creditrepair.com, and you get the email support with me and the team. I'm always here. We get the lives. You're not alone. And that is what is so important. You might get something out there with some other book or some other service or something that may not have the same support. I want to be here for you, okay? Let's get you to the other side, all right? Why Lamborghini also says, I used a service. With my own 2 hands, my score shot up 200 points. Nice. So use the do-it-yourself package. Nice. Why Lamborghini's been in the game for a minute. Appreciate you letting the tribe know. Hey, Blackbeard Dave is in the house. Big time contributor to the tribe. That's helping people get to the other side as well. Yes. Hold on to King Chris. I don't understand that question. All right. Chris Gardner saying I was at 430 now. With our help here, okay, is at 695. Just got a nice cap 1. No more derogatories. Even student loans gone. Thanks. Chris Gardner got his student loans deleted. This is the type of stuff you want to be a part of here, all right? I'm telling you. Sign up. Hit the subscribe tribe button, that bell for notifications, 609creditrepair.com, theawesomelifegroup.com. This is where it's at. People ask me to say, is it possible? Is it possible? Some people emailed it like, is it really possible? Chris Gardner was at 439, 695, got a Capital One card, derogatories gone, student loans gone. White Lamborghini goes skirt, 200-point increase. Blackbeard Dave had his student loans deleted as well. Okay. and he'll tell you. We've got individuals here who are talking about now my credit score is above 720. I want to get into the 800s. Which card would be best? Okay. Christy Miss Sanchez has been here for a while. Individuals, and I'll actually tell you how to get to the 800s here in a minute. Individuals here that they can get it up. Okay. Use microphone more clearer. Yeah, this is better here. Because if I do this is so I can type and all that good stuff. It's not as clear. Okay. Impossible Monique says, hey guys, I got 15 negative accounts. For her, it was about a 6-month process for her. Impossible Monique, all right. Yeah, give us a ring for business credit. Absolutely. ALGbusinesscredit.com. Right. All right. What's the best period to have a 7+ score? That just depends, Alan, on what you're looking for, from where. I know with my credit union, TransUnion is what they look at. So that's where we would focus our attention, but it just depends on what you're looking for, where. It's probably best to just, get the scores up the best that you absolutely can, and then work with your lender. Now, an individual asked, hey, I got a 720. I'm trying to get to the 800s. What's the best card? So if you're, and I'm telling you, we actually talked about this in the last live stream and the live stream before that, and people actually did confirm that they themselves started using 3 revolving credit cards monthly and paying it off every month. If you use 1, it's okay. If you use 2, it's okay. But 3 is that kind of magic number. You use 3 and pay them off every month. That will really help you get your score up. A good mix too, if you're at 720 and you can get a charge card and have credit card. So if you have that Amex charge card that you pay off at the end of every month where it doesn't revolve, that's also really good. But it doesn't keep the balance going. You have to pay it off. That's also part of your mix. So loans, charge cards, credit cards. And I was thinking about loans as you could also have a secure loan if you wanted. You could have like a self-doubting. Yeah. That's right. Chris Gardner says erroneous information. FCRA is your best friend. So Chris Gardner was able to get student loans removed. Okay, student loans. This individual started with the payment dates. Looking at the actual reports will often lead to understanding where the potential violations are, the erroneous information, and leveraging that to dispute. Right. And this individual got their student loans up. We walk you through the process. 609creditrepair.com. You get the Beyond Committed package, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelife.com. All right. Let's see here. Sorry, this is. Let's see. Alan Terry, all right. So this individual is saying, hey, I started at 550. Now I'm at 724. And Alan was asking what's the best to have a 700 plus score on each in the bureau. But it looks like you're 724 across the board, so you're probably good to go. And look, after about 720, you can pretty much get approved for just about anything you want. Depends on the rates and certain things. For the top tier, everything, usually it's 760. Okay. Occasionally having an 800 credit score with certain lenders will get you a little bit, but we're talking a very negligible move usually. Not going to be massive, but talk to each, lender and see what they think. 760 usually is your key. So keep building, keep boosting. How can I contact Mr. Duck? Email here. Great. Let's see. Nice. My scores were in the low 500s, and since using your letters, all my scores are now 629, 671, 620. Great. Getting there, boosting it, building it. That's what we're talking about. All right. Interesting. Mr. Reese, thank you very much for the super chat. Had a car repoed, but not reported repoed. It's showing a zero balance with late payments, and reporting is open. Okay. Can I dispute it? Can I win? All right. So, first and foremost, we know that what you're saying, there's one potential inaccuracy. Okay. Now, of course, you can dispute it. You may not want it to be reported as a repo, right? But if there's one inaccuracy, the chances, the mic is better. The chances are that there's other potential inaccuracies. Okay. You want to pull that report. Hey, email me too. All right. Mr. Reese, email me too. Let's get you to the other side. Let's find that inaccuracy. Let's find the unverified item. You can dispute unverified repossession. You can find the inaccuracies that are reporting across the three. They're supposed to have standard reporting, right? That's standard reporting across all three bureaus. We have a special repossession dispute letter, deficiency notice letter. Okay. They've got to be able to provide you the documentation that it was in fact repossessed on such and such a date. They told you that they were going to auction on such and such a date. They had the right to attend to it, that you could go ahead and buy it back, how they got this deficiency, all of these things, that they have the right to do this as opposed to the original creditor. They should have sent you these specific documents, certified mail, and they should have copies, receipts of this. Okay. And it's all outlined in the letters. So it is possible. Could you get this unverified negative net? Yes. They can't substantiate. If they can't verify 100%, it is to be deleted. Okay. So, hey, you got the email as well if you need more support, of course. These types of questions and answers. Hold on, let me make sure I type with two hands here. I need to get one of those mics that comes down. Hey, Jerome, we need to work on that. All right. Let me see if I can get this. Okay. Put my email here. These types of questions are fantastic. But if we need to go more in depth, if we need to go back and forth a few times, what I have with other individuals and people here, email me. We'll get it sorted. We'll help you get it sorted. Okay. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelife.com, right? Haha. Cassandra Cole, they're trying to play games with you. Makes me laugh, these collectors and creditors and bureaus, all right? What if they come back and they say, hey, we couldn't complete your investigation because we have insufficient information? They're supposed to have the information. You give them your name, right? You give them the documentation that they require to verify your identity. They're supposed to be able to carry out their investigation. You can send the collector fails to validate letter. You can complain to the CFPB. You have rights on the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You'll see all sorts of things. They'll try and send documentation that they'll make you try and sign to get a new HIPAA release or new documentation trying to say, hey, we don't know what it is. Send us more documentation. We don't understand what's going on. Well, if you don't, that's on you, bureaus and collectors and creditors, right? That's on you, collectors. That's not on us. That's on them, all right? They need to be able to substantiate that. That's not okay, and you have rights. This is why you want to be here. Hit that subscribe, try button, that bell for notifications, all right? I want to get everybody to the other side. If a collector does not respond, all right, if they are not responding, you can send a non-response letter. They're supposed to respond to you at 30 days, right, after they get the letters. Postmark your response. So you can send a non-response letter. You can claim the CFPB, okay? And you can keep disputing. All right. Excellent. I'm going to put my email address here one more time. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you all for being here on a weekend. I appreciate it. I'm going to do some more in-depth videos on business credit, which you've requested. We have ALG Business Credit as well, if you're interested. ALGbusinesscredit.com. We've got the awesomelifegroup.com and, of course, 609creditpair.com. I appreciate you all so very, very much. I love you all. And until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.